Starters, welcome back to the fourth match with Jeskai Delver. We are on the draw with the double Delver hand. I think we have to keep that. It's a bit shaky, but stomping ground. Okay, so... okay. Then it's a quite good hand, I guess. If we can go... turn 1 and 2 Delvers, turn 3 Geist, and then keep Remand up, we might be able to do something. It depends on what kind of deck this is. If it is classic Scapeshift or red-green, and this looks like red-green, and then we might be dead already. No. Play another Delver, play a land, put a stop in our upkeep, and attack for 1. So let's see, he will have 5 mana this turn, so he can through the breach, and then we're basically dead. Given that he has an untapped land, a through the breach, and a Primeval Titan among his 4+1 card. If my opponent does not, and we get to draw, okay. Bailoff? No, Hardcast Search. And a Farseek. Okay. This will be tough anyway, because, yeah, Valakut is now active. What is it? That is really tough, because I could fetch that away, but at the same time drawing a land would mean playing Geist, and that might be our only way to win, so I don't know. I just don't think that flipping one Delver here will change anything. It's not too likely that Geist will go the distance either, but so my opponent probably has Primeval Titan. That's what I have to assume. Yup. Slam it. Just give it to me. Yup. So that's Valakut plus a mountain killing both my Delvers. Which is bad. I can then... oh really? You have a mountain in hand then? Okay. Then it works. Otherwise that would have been extremely greedy. Yup. So I can then... rather I have to Vapor Snag your Primeval Titan and bash for Mighty 6. Then I can remand your Primeval Titan. Yes, I can. Yes, we can. And then attack for another 6. And then Snapcaster Vapor Snag, so we could actually be doing it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We could also be dead, I guess. So we would like to draw a Lightning Helix, is that correct? Yeah, a Lightning Helix would be good. Okay, well, then we're dead. Oh well, it was fun. I love playing against these decks, because they never have the things that they need. They always just draw the bad pieces. Let's see. Molten Rain is coming in. And that might be it. And we can remove Spell Pierce and Spell Snare. And I don't love Vapor Snag, but I don't love Vapor Snag. I still think it was correct to not try to flip one of the Delvers and play a Geist. If my opponent had like lands and Primeval Titans in hand, if he just played a Primeval Titan, we would actually have been in pretty good shape. Haha, the classic no red mana hand. Okay. So the bad thing here is obviously that we need to draw 2 red sources, but we don't really want to draw 2 lands. But I guess that's fine. Kaboom! Guess my Delver is done. Yep. Bye bye Delver. Red mana or bust. Alright, all the red mana in the world. Guess we pass. Chalice? No, Forsic. Okay. So I think here we go fetch Steam Vents, play Grim Lavamancer and pass. No real reason to... I mean, they could have like Obstinate Bailoff, sure, they could. And they probably have. No, they have Search for Tomorrow, sure. Now the question... Oh, really? Let's see. Okay. So now the big question is, do we Molten Rain a land? Yeah, given that, I think it's fine. And we will bash. I'm fine with trading, if that's what he wants to do. I assume it will be the classic block sack, but that is fine by me. Grabbing a mount, yeah. So you can still play a Primeval Titan. Land here would be pretty nice, I guess. That is not a land. I guess we can go Bolt Snapcast, but I don't want to do that. Okay, let's go for Serum Visions. Yeah, I guess. So now we can go Bolt, Lavamancer, Path, because I'm pretty sure Primeval Titan is coming my way. And then we can go Snapcaster Molten Rain on one of the Valakuts. Of course you will have Valakut. I've always been so amazed with the straight ramp strategies, because your deck is full of, pardon the expression, but crap, like ramp spells that doesn't do anything at all. And oh, I was supposed to path. Oh, crap. It's full of stuff like that, and then you have a few payoff cards, and if you don't draw the payoff cards, then you're screwed. You're really, really screwed. So I will take 3 more damage here. Yeah, alright. Or, I mean 6 more damage. But if you draw a hand with, like, let's say 4 lands, 2 Primeval Titans, and a ramp spell, it's kinda... you pretty much can't keep that. Because you're too slow. But at the same time, it's kinda hard to not keep that. It doesn't really matter. And now I'm obviously... the thing is, it's very unlikely that my opponent has another Primeval Titan. But they don't need it anymore. They need they need 2 mountains, or a land and a ramp spell. But they have another Primeval Titan. No, they have something even bigger. Oh, they have Escape Shot. Sure, why not? Yeah, I've always been amazed because they always seem to draw the pieces at the correct time. And it's so rare that they don't draw whatever they need. And then when I'm playing a deck with like a lot of pieces that are kind of similar, like I don't care if I draw Path, Lightning Bolt, Lightning Helix, I just can't find them. Even though I have Serum Visions and stuff like that, but they just like, oh, I drew a Primeval Titan here, bam, you died. Alright, we are super duper dead. We will have to go over this matchup because I've been to a few Grand Prix and I always seem to end up against one of these decks, and it might be worth dedicating a slot or 2 in the sideboard for it. So let's go over and look at the deck and what we have done. Alright, so as I said in the brief deck tech, the changes that we have made is 1 Vapor Snag and 3 Swift Spears instead of the 4 Step Lynxes. And now I've been playing with only a couple of matches, like 6, but I'm much more happy with this. It's little things, but they do add up. For example, when you're looking at your opener and you have Delver, Lightning Bolt, Step Lynx, and a couple of other spells and 1 land, it's like, should I fetch Steam Vent so I can cast Delver and Lightning Bolt? Or should I fetch Hallowed Fountain so I can play Step Lynx and Delver? Or should I fetch, where are you? Sacred Foundry to play Step Lynx plus Lightning Bolt? And it's like, you can't know it. First of all, you don't know if you're gonna draw more lands. So Step Lynx might be stone cold in every scenario. And for the other part, I mean, you don't know if you're gonna need Lightning Bolt or if Delver will flip or anything like that. So that just made it really awkward. But now if we're starting with Swift Spear, Delver and Lightning Bolt, you don't even have to consider that because you go grab Steam Vents and then you're off. And you know that these will do at least something without more lands. And they could add up with a Lightning Bolt or something. And the other thing is obviously that Swift Spear actually does a pretty good job of defending, if that's something that we need. I do like the fact that we can go like bolt something, snapcast a bolt, play like a spell queller, cryptic, snapcast a cryptic, and be more of a control deck, but that's just not possible with a card like Step Lynx. So I'm gonna try out the Swift Spears, and I am going to try out Goblin Guides. Maybe we can find room for like 1 or 2 Pyromancers as well. They're quite good, but they are obviously a lot slower, but they're kinda good against removal, spot removal, which the deck is kinda weak against otherwise. But I guess we do have Geist, which also is good against spot removal. But that's the only changes that I've made to the main board. And then we have some of the other ones, like is Goblin Guide better than Swift Spear? We have to try that out. Is Disrupting Shoal something that we want to play with? If yes, what should we cut? Should it be the Cryptics? Maybe, maybe not. I'm pretty enticed to try them. I've also been thinking about maybe we do want to go just a shiver bigger, like add in a 20th land and add like 2 Chandras. Maybe, I don't think Gideon are well suited because we are running less white sources. Let's see, we have, you're all non-white, and you're non-white, and you're no white. So we're running 12 white sources, which is okay, but I mean, compared to like blue, which is 16, and red, which should be somewhere close to that, 15. I mean, it's by far the least supported color, so it's kind of rough to bring in Gideon, I think. But I mean, just something to give it a bit more push against the controller decks. Maybe that should be a sideboard plan, maybe not. And then we have the Desolate Lighthouse, which I think would be okay, but I mean, we do have so heavy color requirements that drawing a colorless land might be way too punishing than drawing an extra land. For the sideboard, we have added the Stony Silences. Yeah, I have tons of thoughts about the sideboard. I mean, we have Blessed Alliance still, which I think would be a decent addition. I think we need something against the red decks, and I don't like Circle of Protection red because I want the slots to be more flexible. It could be Kitchen Finks, it could be Timely Reinforcements, it could be Blessed Alliance, it could be a lot of things, but something to give us a bit more push there. I've been thinking about Blood Moon a lot, and I think I will stick to the Molten Rains actually. I've been asking around among my friends, and some of them have been playing Tron, for example, for many years, and they were pretty coercive that Molten Rain is worse than Blood Moon. Getting a land destroyed is a lot worse than getting disrupted with a Blood Moon, because that's something they can handle later on. And I kinda agree. And you can also flash back a Molten Rain and stuff like that. Blood Moon would probably be better against Yonda and Absan, but I think we should try to get something else in for that match than Blood Moon. I don't know what. Could be some kind of card draw, maybe. I mean, it would be very hard to face John and go like Delver and they go Bolt, and then you go like, okay, land, Swift Spear attack, go, and they go Goyf, and you're like, alright, and then they just grind you out. I'm not sure what we need there. That's something we have to ponder, but I'm sure we can find something good. It has to be something that's good value, but at the same time I prefer to be impactful. I mean, we could add, I don't know, like compulsive research just to grab a card, but that just doesn't do anything. Then I would be much happier if it was an instant, so we will have to ponder that. We still have Spellskite, we still have Cavern of Souls. Cavern of Souls is better now because we have 4 spirits, and then we have 9 humans. No, that's not correct. 4, 8, 11 humans, 12 humans. So that could actually be a thing. Bringing in a Cavern of Souls against like a Jeskai control deck or a Grixis control deck, just overtaxing their removal. That might be a thing. Chalice, that still is the fringe card. I don't know if we will actually try it out, but it could be fun. Surgical Extraction together with Molten Rain could be the way to go to beat Tron and Scapeshift and other decks, while still being good against Dredge and, like, I don't know, Living End, if that's a thing. Sowing Salt, I don't mean Sowing Salt, but I didn't recall the name of the other one, but the one that just costs 1 red. That could be fine. And then I've just said removal. I mean, there is so many options. We have Flame Slash, Roast, we have Sudden Shock, we have I guess Declaration in Stone could be a thing. Blessed Alliance, as I said, it could be fine. There is just so many options, so I haven't really specified. Until next time, I think the main board can stay as it is, so I can try it out a bit more, but I think for the board I'm gonna get rid of the circles, and I'm probably gonna get rid of the spell pairs. And then I'm gonna try out like 1 or 2 more removals, and then something more interesting, I think, just to see what happens. I mean, we don't run any Rest in Pieces, for example. I don't think it's necessary, but I will dive into the vast card pool of Modern and see if I can find something good. Right now I haven't really completed the spreadsheet, and it is in Swedish, but the first session we went 4 victories, 3 losses, then 5 victories, 1 loss the second time. This one was not recorded, and I won 4 matches out of 4, and this time it was actually 3-1, so obviously I'm improving and the deck is improving since the first one, so that's pretty good. I kinda like that, so I'm just gonna finish up writing about the matches. It's the Elves match, I'm not done with that though. And then we will see where we go from there. If you have any suggestions, please just leave them in the comment section, and I will read them and try to implement them if I can. Actually, what's the Runed Halo? Not runes. Runed Halo could also be a card. To beat Scapeshift, for example. If you name Valakut, that would be pretty hard for him to beat. Thank you for watching. I'll bring you more as soon as I can.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, it really helps us out. If you enjoyed this content, please consider supporting us at patreon.com/magicgatheringstrap.